Okay, so now we're going to do this green box right here, and I've already projected up these green lines going to the picture plane. Now I'm going to project those backwards. So there's one here. This one's touching the picture plane, so go back. This one is also touching, so let's go straight up. And this one is a very shallow projection. It might be just slightly off of that. So I'll just try that. Now in this case, I don't have a, because this is a cylinder, I don't have a specific height that I need to do this at. So I'll map in the bottom first and then see how tall I want to make it. So again, it's going to come forward from the picture plane, but the vanishing points in this case, this is basically a one-point perspective. So the vanishing point in a one-point perspective is in that center cone of vision. So it's right there. So I need to start from that, project forward. From back corner is this point here, forward. And then this side's going to be really shallow, but we'll see if we can get this here. It's basically there. Okay, and then that crosses this corner right, let's zoom in a little bit, right here, so project across. And so that's the bottom of our box right there. Touches the back picture plane, comes forward, goes across. So let's make this a little taller. So we'll project up. And basically I can decide where I want this to be because I haven't determined that yet. So let's just pick a point here. I could do something specific and say, all right, well, let's try this just so. I'm going to take the actual height of this box and make it 2 times as tall. So I've measured a radius. That's the that would be 1x. But if I use the full diameter, that would be 2x, right? So I'm just showing you how I could get a relationship. You can make it any size you want. And notice I did what I did last time. I screwed up. I actually want to go to the back because that's touching the picture plane, so the back side is the true measurement. So that one, not the front side. And then from there, I need to project to the center. So that's my center vanishing point. Now I can just connect across and across, bring this side up. And I could just connect these 2 points, but I could also go to my vanishing point to check. But it should go from there to there. Yeah, it's a little off. It's barely anything. So the back side of the box is like really hardly anything. All right, so there is my back cylinder. Now we got to do the same scenario, and that doesn't count. It's not part of it. So I'm going to draw my diagonals. I'm going to make this a little skinnier, more precision. There we go. Okay, so there's my diagonal. So here's the center of my box. It's going to go down somewhere into there. And diagonals in the bottom. 1, 2. And in this case, we know that our circle, let me project that front one too. So notice I'm going through the center to make that X and then down. Center, project forward. And okay, now in this case, I need to find an oval. that fits on that center. In this case, I don't need to rotate it, right? Because it is a one-point perspective, so it's going to be parallel. So that means that my minor axis is going to point straight up and down. My major axis will be horizontal. And I'm going to make this a little bit thicker, just the front half. Now let's do the same on the bottom. Now, if you think about it, the major axis shouldn't have changed any. It should be the exact same length, because in this particular box, we're dealing with the exact same width at the center line. Right, and notice I didn't draw the back of this upper side because I'm going to trim off. And also notice how this this green part is going to all go away, right? So the box itself is a little bit bigger than the cylinder in width, usually. Because if you think about it, we may be looking at this cylinder in this direction, and the width of it is very different from the box width, which would be this width. So it's okay when you cut away your box, your cylinders actually will be slightly smaller than the box itself, because the cylinder's got to fit inside the box. Okay, so there's two cylinders. That